I like it. Hello and welcome back. Well, last week I did a review on this 8-inch Vevor shear, and overall I'm fairly pleased with it, but there was one aspect that it didn't do very well on, and that was cutting round rod. And several of the viewers commented that I was using it wrong, and sure enough, it has a rod cutting feature. It's a hole in the side here that's supposed to cut rod. Well, I tried it and it didn't work very good. So I think I got it figured out why it's not working good, and we're going to try to improve on that and make it do well on round rod. So let me explain what we're doing and what my fix is, and we'll see if it works. Well, let's see if I can explain this. This is a bushing that goes right in there, and you're supposed to shove a rod through there and cut it off. Now I've knocked this bushing out, and I don't know how well you can see it there. That's where I was trying to cut a bolt. That bushing is not hardened, so I don't have any shearing action there when the blade, you see the blade right there. Part of the problem is this is not hardened steel, and part of the problem is the fact that there is a distance from the bushing. If this was the blade, there's a space there so that when it goes to cut, instead of getting a good shearing action, it's tipping the stock like that. So what I plan on doing, I got a 3/8 drill guide bushing, and I'm going to bore that, and that's a hardened bushing, and I'm going to drive it through there, and I'm going to go a little past where it was so it's actually touching the side of the blade right there. It's going to be kind of a critical fit, but that's my goal anyway. I've also got to face the end of that bushing. Hopefully carbide will do it. It should. It's got some rounded corners on it, and I want some good sharp corners for a good shearing action. So first thing we're going to do is take the end off of that bushing. One thing I'm kind of concerned about is if that's case hardened. Hopefully it's hard all the way through, but if it's case hardened, I may have just removed the case hardening. Well, it's still hard, and technically the inside of that is still case hardened. Maybe it'll work. It will scratch with the file, but it is very hard. Okay, this drill bushing measures 2/1000 over 3/4, and this is a 3/4 ream. So I suspect I'll have to open this up with a boring bar a little bit. It was supposed to be 1/2 thousandths to 0.8 thousandths over, but I measured it at 2 over. I'm the exact same size now. I hope it's not too loose. We're going to try pressing it in there, see what it does. Oh, I think that's perfect. Now I've got to press that in so it sticks out just a little bit further from that. How much exactly is hard to say. What I need to do is measure how far it is to the blade. I've got to press it in that far. I think that might be it. Drive that in there and give it a try. Okay, I limited the size a little bit. That's 3/8 bushing, so the maximum rod size I can cut is 3/8, and that's okay. Anything larger than 3/8 I'll cut in the saw anyway. Well, let's see how this does. Well, that definitely did better. Definitely. It did not hurt the drill bushing any. Here's a 5/16 bolt that I tried to cut before. Let's see what that does. Hard to cut. Well, it cuts. No sign or damage to the drill bushing. I'm going to call that a success. One thing that would be nice, when I was pulling on that, I was pulling toward me about like that. If it was down here, where I could put my weight into it, it would probably be a lot easier to cut a larger rod like that. I don't know how well you can see that. That worked great. Well, that about wraps it up for today. I think this worked really well. It's a shame that I had to do that. I think somebody at Vevor probably didn't make that to spec. That was probably supposed to be hardened. But this is a good fix. If you got one of these and you want to insert that drill bushing, I'll put the part number for that drill bushing in the description under the video. But if you want to fix your shear, that's a pretty good fix, fairly easy to do. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and be sure and subscribe and ring the bell.